If you ask someone how they feel about their job, the reply will often include an editorial about their boss. A great boss can make the most difficult job seem like an incredible opportunity, while an overbearing or incompetent boss can make even the greatest of jobs a nightmare. So how do you deal with a boss that makes you crazy? First, take a long and honest look at what it is that makes you crazy about your boss. Is he constantly after you to complete tasks that you're not getting done in time? Are his expectations unrealistic? Or is there a chance that your performance is not up to par? Is he treating you with respect? If not, observe how he treats others. Does it seem that he's targeting you, or does he generally have a bad attitude towards everyone? In your opinion, are his priorities in line with those of the company, or do you feel he's steering you in the wrong direction? Once you've answered these questions, see what steps you can take to be sure you're doing your absolute best with the assignments you're being given. If you're doing all you possibly can and things don't seem to improve, schedule a meeting to talk with him. Express your confusion surrounding his expectations and your desire to succeed. Tread carefully and see if this opens up the door to a broader discussion. Since your boss likely has a boss of his own, it can sometimes be difficult to tell how much of his direction is coming from him and how much is being dictated to him from management. Therefore, be careful not to make it seem that you're not in sync with the company line. Your main goal in the discussion is to gather additional information to help you decide whether to bring your boss's behavior to someone else's attention, or if it makes more sense to look for a new position within the company or perhaps outside of the company. Of course, if your boss's actions cross over into behavior that you consider to be harassment, you should take the issue directly to human resources. Now, if after meeting with your boss, you're convinced that things are never going to improve and that your career will not be able to progress under his direction, you'll want to look at your other options. If you feel you have nothing to lose at that point, then you may want to have a discussion with HR or the person your boss reports to and share your feelings. But be prepared, however, that this discussion could ultimately cost you your job. Remember, there's a reason that your boss is where he is. In some cases, your discussion with HR could offer additional evidence in a case they're already building against him. But in others, you could be insulting someone they consider to be a star. And if that's the case, they could be left with the impression that you're the problem and may have a difficult time working for others as well. Either way, it's always a good idea to start a confidential job search simultaneously so that if things spiral in a bad direction, you'll be that much closer to your next opportunity. Workplace relationships can be tricky. As an employee, you have to be realistic and take a good look in the mirror, but you also have to stand up for your basic rights. Handle difficult situations with discretion and maturity, and you'll keep your career on the right track. I'm Lynda Martin for the Job Channel Network.